Imagine two people. They're both 28 years old. Both earn about $70,000 a year. Both receive similar raises. Neither inherits money. Neither wins the lottery. Fast forward 20 years. One has over $100,000 sitting in investments, maybe much more. The other still lives paycheck to paycheck. Here's the strange part. The difference wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't even income. It was habits, tiny decisions, repeated so often, they eventually became invisible. Most people think saving $100,000 requires an extraordinary salary. It doesn't. It requires an ordinary salary, combined with extraordinary consistency. And that's actually good news, because income isn't something you can always control. Habits are. Today we're going to look at 5 habits that quietly separate people who build wealth from people who spend decades wondering where all their money went. None of them require perfection. None of them require deprivation. But together, they can completely change your financial future. Habit 1, pay your future self. Before anyone else, imagine payday. Your salary lands in your account within hours. Rent, utilities, streaming services, car payment, insurance, coffee, groceries, dinner, online shopping. By the end of the month, you tell yourself, I'll save whatever's left. Usually, nothing is left, because money naturally flows toward whatever demands it first. Most people pay everyone else before paying themselves. Banks get paid, landlords get paid, credit cards get paid, restaurants get paid, Amazon gets paid. Then, if there's anything remaining, they try to save it. That's backwards. Instead, imagine every paycheck automatically sends 15% into investments before you even see it. Suppose you earn $5,000 each month after taxes. 15% is $750. At first, that feels painful. But here's what your brain does remarkably well. It adapts very quickly. Within a few months, your lifestyle adjusts to the money that's available. You stop feeling like you're saving. You simply start living on what's left. Behavioral economists call this mental accounting. We naturally organize money based on how we receive it. If savings happen first, spending adjusts afterward, not the other way around. Now imagine investing that $750 every month. Assume an average annual return of around 9% over many years. In 10 years, you've contributed about $90,000. Your portfolio could be worth around $145,000. Notice something. Nearly $55,000 came from growth, not your paycheck. Your salary worked once. Your investments kept working long after payday ended. That's why wealthy people often say, the first bill you should pay is yourself. Habit 2, make every raise half invisible. Most people celebrate raises, and they should. You worked hard, you earned it. But raises create a hidden danger. Lifestyle inflation. Let's imagine your salary increases by $12,000 a year. That's about $1,000 extra every month before taxes. Suddenly, the apartment you've been eyeing seems affordable. The luxury SUV payment doesn't look so bad. Weekend dinners become normal. Small upgrades appear everywhere. None of these purchases seem unreasonable. Individually, they're not. Collectively, they quietly erase the raise. Within a year, you're earning more, but somehow saving exactly the same. Your financial life hasn't improved. Only your monthly obligations have. Now imagine something different. Every raise follows one simple rule. Half improves your present, half improves your future. You receive that $12,000 raise. Perhaps around $700 arrives each month after taxes. Instead of spending all of it, you automatically invest $350. The remaining $350 improves your lifestyle. Now everyone wins. You enjoy your success today. Your future self benefits tomorrow. This idea is sometimes called the 50% raise rule. It works because it feels sustainable. You're not denying yourself, you're simply refusing to let every raise become another monthly expense. Think about someone who receives 5 raises over 10 years. Each time, half quietly goes toward investing, without changing jobs, without finding another side hustle, without working weekends. They've dramatically increased their savings rate. Raises should create wealth, not permanent bills. Habit 3, delay purchases by just 48 hours. Imagine you're scrolling online late at night. You see headphones on sale, normally $350, now only $249. Limited time offer. Only 3 left. Sale ends tonight. Suddenly, buying feels urgent. Retailers understand something fascinating about human psychology. Urgency reduces rational thinking. When we believe something might disappear, we stop asking, do I actually need this? And start asking, what if I miss out? Behavioral scientists call this loss aversion. We dislike losing opportunities more than we enjoy gaining something new. That's exactly why countdown timers exist. But here's a simple habit that interrupts the entire process. Wait 48 hours. That's it. No complicated budgeting, no spreadsheets. Just wait. Something interesting usually happens. The emotional excitement fades. The product hasn't changed, only your emotions have. Many people discover they didn't actually want the item. They simply wanted the feeling of buying it. Let's say delaying purchases saves you only $150 each month. That doesn't sound life-changing. But over 1 year, that's $1,800. Over 10 years, you've kept $18,000 before investing a single dollar. Now imagine investing that money instead. Thanks to compounding, the difference becomes much larger. Here's something surprising. We often believe financial freedom comes from earning huge amounts. Sometimes, it begins by simply avoiding purchases you'll forget within a week. Habit 4. Make every dollar have a job. Imagine opening your bank account after payday. You have $4,800 sitting there. Now ask yourself a simple question. What are these dollars supposed to do? Most people can't answer, not because they're irresponsible, because they never gave their money instructions. Money without a purpose has a habit of disappearing. One dinner here, a few online orders there, a subscription you forgot about, coffee every morning, a weekend getaway. None of these purchases feel expensive on their own, but together they quietly consume thousands of dollars every year. Instead, imagine every paycheck already has a destination before it arrives. Some goes toward housing, some toward groceries, some toward investing, some toward an emergency fund, some toward entertainment. Even your fun money has a purpose. This doesn't mean tracking every penny. It means spending intentionally instead of accidentally. Think of your money like employees in a company. If employees show up without assignments, productivity drops. The same thing happens with your paycheck. Every dollar should know where it's going before you do. People often assume wealthy individuals have extraordinary discipline. Many don't. They simply created systems that make good decisions automatic, because systems outperform willpower every single time. Habit 5, learn to enjoy life below your means. Here's a habit that sounds boring, but quietly creates millionaires. Spend less than you earn. Not once, not for a month, for years. The problem is that most people compare their lifestyle with people around them. Your coworker buys a luxury SUV. Your friend upgrades to a bigger apartment. Someone you follow online vacations in Greece. Without realizing it, your definition of normal keeps getting more expensive. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. Human beings quickly get used to better things. The excitement fades. The payment doesn't. Think about your last smartphone. Remember how exciting it felt? Now it's just your phone. The same thing happens with watches, cars, clothes, furniture, homes. Lifestyle upgrades feel permanent. Happiness usually doesn't. Now imagine earning $90,000 a year, but living comfortably on $65,000. That remaining $25,000 isn't just savings, it's future freedom. Invest $25,000 annually. Assume long-term market growth averages around 9%. Over 20 years, your contributions alone would total $500,000. With compound growth, that portfolio could grow well beyond $1 million. Not because you lived poorly, because you resisted upgrading every time your income increased. There's an important difference between looking wealthy and becoming wealthy. Looking wealthy costs money. Becoming wealthy builds options. One gets attention today, the other changes your life tomorrow. Now step back for a moment. Notice something, individually. Each habit seems almost too simple, but together, they quietly create something extraordinary. Good habits make the next good decision easier. Bad habits make the next bad decision feel normal. Your financial future is rarely decided by one giant moment. It's decided by hundreds of ordinary Tuesdays, ordinary paychecks, ordinary decisions, repeated long enough to become an extraordinary life. If there's one thing I'd like you to remember from this video, it's this. Saving your first $100,000 isn't about finding one magical investment or earning an extraordinary salary. It's about building habits that work in your favor every single day. The choices you make with today's paycheck may seem small, but over years they can become the foundation of a life with more security, more flexibility, and more freedom. Wealth rarely appears overnight. It grows slowly and almost invisibly, until one day you realize your habits have accomplished what motivation alone never could. I'm Morgan Valls. Build small, grow strong, live free, and I'll see you in the next video.